asking you
no,
to
I just told
show the
you. No, no,
premise
no,
is
no, no.
true. It's not.
Dude,
I know
I'm
You're
telling you.
saying and claiming that. I'm saying, do you have anything to show that? Or
Yeah, I just said we can go off of multiple biology sources and just the study of biology.
it's not a. This isn't a bio. What? This isn't a biological question. I'm asking. What? This is a social science question.
Dude, the whole premise is about biology. You know that, right? It's just saying if this thing
Yeah, I
is
know, but
biological,
the rate.
shit.
You're not understanding the question. The ratio I'm asking you for is a social science question. What's the mortality rate of human beings absent modern technology?
I don't think that's relevant, bro.
Okay, wait. That's actually a fair. You actually asked a fair question. Or raised a fair concern, but I can show why it's relevant. But the thing that makes it relevant is in your proposition, and I'll read it one more time. It says, with very high probability and absent external interruption. I'm questioning that part of your prop P1, okay? So in that part of P1, I'm questioning that. So that would be the thing that's being challenged. Can you prove the part of your premise? That's why it's relevant. Bro, do you want to move on?
Bro, bro. We really shouldn't be stuck on this, bro. Look, I don't think that's
Okay, so
relevant
you
at
want to
all
move on?
because all people look. Yeah, can I say one thing? Then we can move on, bro.
Sure.
Yeah. So I don't really think the morality rates across humanity is relevant at all. We're not talking about this at all within the P1. I'm telling you, this is very trivial and very fucking irrelevant. I'm not gonna fucking lie. And the argument for that
Well, I know
is
you're
all we're saying.
okay.
Oh,
You're kind of repeating yourself, but go ahead. Go ahead, sure. Like you've told me
please.
that the same thing like 4 times. I know.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
okay.
yeah. I told you the same thing. I'm gonna justify why this thing is irrelevant.
Okay.
Yeah. So all P1 is saying, right? All P1 is just talking about the biological continuity and the developmental continuity, right? All this thing is just
I
showing.
know. I know.
All this thing is just saying is just showing. You said what?
I said I know. What's up?
Yeah, 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 yeah. So you know what's going here, right? It's just saying, when we talk about the variables and the timing when it comes to biology, the probability is just going to be extremely high, right? Just within, just
I
speak
know
of
you're
biology,
saying.
speak of biology
I know you're
first,
saying,
right?
bro. You
If we
gotta.
just
You're
talk
not
about,
really understanding. You're just repeating the thing
we're
I'm asking
talking
you to
about the
show.
more, we're talking about the moral relevance of the biological causality,
I
and I
know.
think the morality thing is yeah. So
No, no, it's
I
not
think the morality
morality.
thing
It's
is
mortality. That's a different
okay.
thing I'm asking you
Mortality,
for.
I got it wrong, but mortality, yes, sir.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. But you're just telling me the thing I'm questioning. I know you're saying that in the premise, but one, I'm just questioning it. I don't think you're actually answering. But two, I can show you, and if you look at the stats, it's actually around 50% that like overall world history, people do typically just not make it the full term. So even that premise, if you just look at the evidence I'm sending, isn't true. But even if I didn't show that, you still haven't really answered or proven your position or P1.
Wow. Yeah. So look, when we talk about the morality, I mean the mortality rates. The reason why I'm telling you why this is irrelevant is because when we reference these things in abortion debates, right? We know that these things describe population level death rates, right? I'm saying that these things,
No, they
number
don't.
one, are
No.
very trivial. Wow. Can I just didn't cut you off, bro. Can we be charitable?
Okay, sorry. Wait. You loaded in a premise, but sure,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, yeah. So when we speak of abortion in the first place, I'm just saying that this thing isn't about statistical likelihood of death in general, right? The whole point of the argument is talking about the biological continuity. So it's just about the intentional interruption of a specific development human being's life. I don't think that attacks
You're not
P1 at
really
all.
understanding
We're just
it.
saying
You're
that
not.
we're just saying that chill. Yeah, so all this thing is just saying, or I think what you're trying to say about the moral statistics, right? The moral statistics describe population level death rates, not the moral status of an individual human being. I don't care about this. I think this is very trivial. I don't really
I'm
care
not
about this.
commenting on.
Very fucking
Okay,
trivial.
you're very confused. I'm not commenting on morality at all. I'm simply saying
I,
in
I,
you're lost. Let me just wait. Let me respond because you're very lost. In P1, it says in the biological human possesses an inherent causal mechanism that, with very high probability and absent external interruption, will naturally develop traits constitutive of personhood, aka they reach full term. I'm challenging that, right, for like the eighth time, right, and I'm showing you counter statistics. That's what's in question, and it's being questioned. Okay. Do you just want to move on? I don't think you're coming to like some kind of coherent response.
I just attacked that. Yeah, so I just
Okay,
responded
wait. If
immediately,
you
bro.
feel you responded, I feel I
On
responded with
God,
P1.
on God, I just attacked that, bro.
Okay, wait. You feel you responded, I feel I responded. That means time to
Yeah,
move on. Okay.
yeah. Can I wait? Can I just say one more thing now?
Sure, sure.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna finish what I was saying like earlier, bro. Thank you. Okay, yeah, thank you. Yeah, so well, the reason why I was going to this tangent is because number one, if we use mortality rates, right, I think that's just a category fucking error, right? Just because humans die naturally at
Huh?
various rates doesn't mean it's morally permissible to actively end a life, dude. I don't care about this at all. This is very trivial. And I was telling you that abortion isn't about statistical likelihood of death in general, but it's about
Wait, no.
the
P1
intentional
literally
interruption
is.
of a I didn't
Okay.
interrupt. I didn't interrupt you. Bro. Chill. Yeah, it's about intent. It's about intentional interruption of a specific developing human being's life. That's what the argument is talking
You're
about,
not.
right?
Wait, the
And
reason
I'm
I'm
saying that,
interrupting you're not responding to me. You're talking to yourself. I didn't make a comment on abortion's correctness as far as um any type of intentional interruption. You're not really
okay,
responding
yeah.
to me.
So I'm just
You're
gonna talk over. I've been trying to be like very like
Wait, no, you're going for a
treading
minute
things out.
straight on a point I'm not making. But go ahead. I
Dude,
guess just
dude, I
talk to
know
yourself.
exactly what point. I know exactly what point you're making, bro. I'm
You
telling you
don't,
that
but
this is
sure, go ahead,
irrelevant.
sure.
Bro, can you go on mute, bro? And then we can just get to, bro. If you seriously think I'm not talking to myself, sure, I'll talk to myself. I'll talk to myself right now. You can go on mute. You can be in La La Land. You feel me? Thank you. Holy fucking shit, bro. This nigga's a retard. Yeah, look, I'm just gonna say all of this and then we can just move on, bro. Look, mortality statistics describe population level death rates, not the moral status of an individual human being. I'm telling you that this isn't fucking relevant to an abortion debate because abortion isn't about statistical likelihood of death in general, right? All the argument is talking about is about the intentional interruption of a specific developing human being's life, right? And I was telling you that that was a category error, right? Just because humans die naturally at a various rate, right, doesn't mean it's morally permissible to actively end the life. And now you're just using this to attack P1. That's actually talking about the, constitutive of personhood traits.
Yeah, you
So
just keep
P1
repeating
is
that. That's not my argument.
I
That's
don't
not
care.
actually what
Yeah,
I'm.
yeah. I'm repeating it. I'm repeating it. Yes, I agree. I'm repeating it because you
Okay,
wouldn't shut
wait.
up.
You
Right?
wait. Can we get a
So
mod? Because he's
P1,
he's just
yeah,
yapping.
yeah. So P1, okay. You go on La La Land. Just go on La La Land. P1 it
Yo,
explicitly,
who wants the mod?
conditions.
I can mod.
Please,
I'm here.
All
yeah,
right, cool.
mine, yeah, mine.
on, bitch.
Let me finish this point, and then and then we can finally move past this point. I don't really care about this anymore. He's just not tracking. Look, so this is why I'm making the differentiation, or I'm trying to differentiate. Natural death vs intentional killing. Like I've been trying to do this entire time. He's just not anything. Mortality statistics, which is going to be miscarriages and disease, etc., right, show natural risk. The abortion is about the intentional interruption of the developmental process, which is why it's a category error. So comparing, natural biological risk to deliberate moral actions, I think this is why I've been telling you it's very fucking trivial. And even if we use some sort of Bayesian account, or we, frame this in some sort of or we just have a Bayesian framing. Even accounting for miscarriages, the conditional probability remains high because if a fetus implants successfully and continues the development past early weeks, then the probability of developing personhood traits, right, obviously is going to skyrocket more than it not, bro. It still holds a very high probability claim. And I've been telling you this is trivial at all.
Can you prove
The
that
existence
besides
of
just repeating
negation.
it? Wait, no, no, wait. He's just been talking for like a minute, like over a
That's what
minute
I'm trying to
straight.
conclude.
Can I
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
respond at some
Let's
point?
conclude on the point. Let's conclude on the point.
Wait,
Yes, let's
can we
conclude on the
put
point.
him? Wait, can you mute him? Can we put
Yeah.
him on a
Hold on.
timer?
I'm
He's
just.
just yapped. He literally repeated the
I don't.
same point 4 times.
I don't want to like intrude, but he just asked you to prove like the part of your P1 where it's like with very high probability. He just asked you to prove
Yeah,
that.
and he's not too. He's not tracking the actual contention. I haven't made an argument for abortion yet. I don't know if he understands that. The thing I'm doing is just questioning P1. I never made any argument for abortion at all as of yet, right? I'm just saying in P1, it says that there's a very high probability, absent external interruption, this fetus will naturally develop to term, right? I'm questioning that, and I've shown counter statistics. So P1, under the argument I've given, and no evidence, is just question begged to be true, okay? So can you give an actual contention, or can we move on? He's talking to himself and not responding and just repeating himself for a minute straight. That's not an argument. Can we move on?
Holy fucking shit! This thing is horrible. Yeah, I've already gave a fucking contention.
Wait,
I've
Mono, do
answered
you
your
want to judge
question.
this?
Yeah, yeah, we can let Mono judge.
I can judge it too,
Or
bitch.
So
who?
horrible. Holy
Bro,
fucking shit! This thing is
I
so
don't really
ass.
know like abortion and shit like that, but
You don't.
Yeah,
This
we can
nigga
move
doesn't
on.
know
Don't
it.
worry.
This nigga doesn't know
The,
it
the,
either, bro. You can just, yeah, go ahead and
dude.
yeah,
judge it.
yeah. Don't worry, buddy. I've answered your question about a million times, and you've been trying to cut me off because you can't track. And I've also, told you why this is irrelevant. So it's okay. We can move on. You want to
Nice.
attack P two, buddy?
You question begged and pretended that was an argument. Nice.
Not
Um,
nice question, like nice, nice. So let's move on, buddy. Let's move on.
what is question begging?
Is that you saying you want to move on, or
Okay, he doesn't know. Nice. All right.
wow.
Okay.
Um,
P2, a fetus from conception is biologically human. Not able to develop the traits. Yeah, that's just gonna be P2 is true. P3, any entity with an inherent causal mechanism that will, with very high probability, that was already questioned. You didn't prove that. Develop morally relevant personhood traits must be treated as having full. No, wait, no. P3 is why is P3 true?
this nigga is
Why is
so
P3 true?
fucking yeah. So if we just talk about like the moral continuity of the argument, right? All P3 is just saying, right, is that human development is continuous, not discrete, right? So there's no single instance where a non-person just suddenly jumps into being a person, right? We don't know the moral bridge step, right? We don't know the moral well, if when we
Wait,
talk about the
but no,
principle.
that's something
Oh,
it
if
says, but why is that true
yo,
though? Wait, that
chill,
wasn't it. Wait,
chill.
I'm trying to
Dude,
be clear. That wasn't an answer to my question.
that is an answer because if we wait until full personhood traits are expressed, then we would create an arbitrary cutoff, right? That would be a problem. So if we treat the activation of the developmental mechanisms as morally significant, then that would solve the continuity
But
problem.
personhood,
But we just
wait, no, personhood by definition is a set of arbitrary traits that we affirm as being a human being or a sentient human being. There's no issue with just saying, well, the traits are arbitrary. They're all arbitrary, right? You could very well say that your pet rock is a person, right? There's no issue with that. It'd be a very poor and inconsistent definition, but you could say that. So all those traits are going to be personally ambiguous, right? Just saying, well, um, people have some preference for which traits they have. Of course, that's always true. That's not a problem, though.
what the fuck?
Why
Yeah,
are you
after this, I
moaning?
lied.
What's the issue?
Yeah, because I'm mourning because I love you, baby. You're so sexy, so fine, Geass. Look, dude, I'm pretty sure like we can easily distinguish, the biological personhood from just arbitrary labeling. Sure, I agree.
There's no
Labels like
biological
person, human.
personhood. There's no biological personhood. I don't know. I wouldn't even know what that
Oh,
means.
oh, bro. Yeah, yeah. I know you don't, Lotier. Yeah, can I finish now? Well,
No,
actually,
I
matter of
don't
fact,
think
he's cutting me
anyone
off. Can we
knows
get
what that
moderation?
means.
Oh, yo, can we get moderation? Yo, let's get moderation, bro. Let's get
Wait, he's
moderation.
shotgunning. I'm gonna question the shotguns.
Dude, I didn't give it. I didn't even give an argument. What shotgun? Can we please put
Yeah,
the monkey?
you're loading multiple
Can we
premises to your
please put the
argument.
monkey on mute? Yo,
Yeah.
moderation. Where are we,
Wait,
bro?
wait, Ma, he's loading multiple
Oh my
premises into
god.
an argument.
Oh my god. Look, can I just
Yo, I
talk,
can
bro? And
mod
then
if
we.
you want.
Yeah,
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 sure,
yeah.
you can.
Put him on
Yeah,
mute.
man.
He's cutting me off.
All right,
He's
just let
cutting me
him.
off.
Hold on. If he's shotgunning, can I call out the shotgun?
Just put him on mute, bro.
Yeah,
Just put him.
afterwards. Just yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah.
might
Yeah,
he,
you can
he
give
Wait,
him.
might
how am
mistake
Hey,
I?
it for shotgun.
no, no,
Wait, how
no,
am I
no, no,
respond to
no,
the
no,
argument?
no, no, no. Why are we
All
dodging?
right, just let him finish. Let
Yeah,
him finish. Let him
yeah,
finish.
this
If
nigga
it's a
is so
shotgun,
Sure, sure.
horrible.
if
Why
it's a
do we even
shotgun,
have
just
him play?
dismiss.
tier
If it's
3.
a
This
soccer,
nigga is
this
ass.
this the
Hold
second
on.
Except for me
argumentation.
to judge a debate of my
Sure,
Can we
boyfriend,
sure.
Jew.
please put
Shut the
him on
fuck
mute?
up,
Can we
Jew.
please put him on
Jew
mute?
black and
Yeah,
blue
hold on,
Marvel.
yeah,
Jew,
I'm gonna mute
Jew
you real
blue
quick.
Marvel. Jew
Just
black
I'm gonna
and
just let
blue
him finish.
Marvel.
Yeah, hold on,
Bro, can we
oh, he
please
muted
put
himself.
him?
Go ahead.
Thank you, bro. Holy fucking shit. This nigga does not know what he's talking about. So yeah, I was talking about how we can easily distinguish the biological personhood from arbitrary labeling. So yeah, I was agreeing that person can be applied to arbitrarily, things, right? Like a pet rock. Yeah, I don't care. But when we're talking about abortion, we're not talking about arbitrarily cultural labels. I don't give a fuck about that. We're talking about moral personhood grounded in biology. Right, this is what I was talking about. Rocks obviously don't have DNA. They don't have an inherent causal mechanism of development or any probability of being conscious, fucking rational beings, in which a fetus does. Right, and to fucking extrapolate on this, right? Obviously, the non-arbitrariness of traits would be traits constitutive of personhood, rationality, or fucking moral agency. These things are not arbitrary. What? Those traits are not arbitrary. What the fuck? When we talk about arbitrary, we're just talking about something random. Obviously, these things are not random, but they are causally connected to what we value as a person. You fucking moron. So if personhood is just arbitrary, then their own sentience, right? I'm fucking if we talk about rocks, well, rocks don't have sentience, but um, if we were to establish things as this, right? I think that would collapse your own fucking standard of the argument. Holy shit, I blended so bad. That's fine. No, I don't really care. This nigga is
All
ass. This
right.
nigga does not.
Anyway, so wait. Can we limit his time? He's literally just rambling. But anyway,
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah.
major.
I'm
So all
rambling.
those
I
traits
don't want
are.
you to
Wait,
talk.
are you gonna mute him or you want me to mute him? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I made him.
Um, yeah, bet. So yeah, all those traits are arbitrary, right? So for example, some people might consider what was the term? Oh yeah. If you know like past slavery arguments, like three-fifth compromise, etc. Some people consider fairness of skin to be a trait of personhood, right? Those are obviously real biological markers, but the trait themselves and what constitutes personhood is purely arbitrary. For some people, like pro-lifers, it's heartbeat. They have heartbeat bills. Some it's like some type of brain development. It just depends on the group, right? So all those things are purely arbitrary. Of course, they exist in reality, but what's considered a person is again arbitrary. I just gave three different real life examples just off the top of my head. Um, that is going to be true. The fact that you're saying that the causal mechanism, which one is dependent on P1, which I think I debunked and you never proved, is true means that they get personhood from the start is purely arbitrary, right? And that's not consistent with any type of definition. I can show you consistency that sentience is the marker for what's considered a person, and you can use things like vegetables where you're allowed to like unplug and kill the veggie, like people that are in a vegetative state. Um, when you don't have consciousness or you lose it completely or never had it, then you're allowed to be damn. What is it when you're like burned, cremated? etc. Right? So there's a consistency that's a huge marker, and that's where I would argue personhood begins. If you're just saying that there is no arbitrary marker, that's just inherently wrong. All these traits are purely arbitrary for personhood, and you're not going to be able to prove that. So, okay, if you want to, we can move on.
This nigga's retarded, bro. Dude,
Do you think that's
all
rhetorical?
these
Like you
things,
just keep
all,
trying so
all,
hard.
all these. Can we put him on mute, bro? I don't like when he. I don't like when
I
my
muted him.
retard over talks. Yeah, thank you, bro. So obviously, those are chosen traits. If personhood is defined by chosen traits, then it becomes contingent on social preferences. I think that's retarded. I think that's obvious. That obviously makes a problem. Also, like this nigga's retarded, bro. And obviously, if we just go off like just normal history, I don't know if you took history class. I don't know if you're retarded, but that's exactly what justified things like slavery, things like genocide, discrimination, redefining who counts as a person based on some sort of arbitrary trait. That obviously causes a problem. And I already addressed this. You're just retarded, bro. So the only way to
Yeah. So
avoid
that wait,
repeating.
that's
I'm not done. Whoa, I'm
wait,
not
bro.
done, man. What
Wait.
happened?
No, I can't.
I'm not done. Wait,
No. We
mod,
gotta limit his time. He's
help
been
me,
going
mod,
for
help
over a
me,
minute.
Help me. No, I haven't. I went for 1 minute. Help me, mod. Save
That's
me.
what I
Save
just
me,
said.
Moderati.
What?
Save me. Oh, yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
no, no,
bro.
this isn't a monologue, bro. Wait, no, no, no.
Help me.
He
Help
needs
me,
to
Moderati.
put a
Help
All
timer
me.
right,
on the
hold on,
Help
hold
me,
timer,
on,
bro.
mod.
hold
Help
on.
me. Help me, mod.
Just
Help
let him
me.
finish. Just let him
You
finish.
never
Let him
talk to
finish.
me. I'm done with
Bro,
the argument, mod. Please. Please.
I
Yeah, put the
muted him. Go
retard on
ahead.
me. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I just want to say the only way to avoid repeating, such historical acts or atrocities would just be to ground personhood in something non-arbitrary, like the inherent biological mechanism of all human shares. Right. That's all I was saying. Also, I'm pretty sure that nigga question back. I don't know, man. And I already told you that his value or his view of sentience would be arbitrary too. If he already admits that traits are arbitrary.
yeah,
So like, why would
all traits are
so so
arbitrary. Wait, he's been going. No, no, no. He's been going for 2 minutes
so
now.
why
No.
this nigga just
Yeah.
yapped in
Also,
my
you
ear and
keep
I'm just
you keep taking like big ass pauses. That's why I keep muting him.
well, I
But
did.
go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, baby. Look, I'm just gonna say this one thing. Dude, I said this like last response, but I just want to clarify how fucked he is, dude. Um, if he already admits that these chosen traits are arbitrary, then why would we pick sentience instead of rationality, self awareness, or like moral agency that's established within the argument? That would entail that sentience is arbitrary too. He's already fucked himself. I don't really care about this nigga, but hey, he can go attack nothing, then we can move on. He's very ass.
Okay, wait. Can we put a timer on the dog, bro? We can't keep doing these 3 minute take a break, bro. That's just called monologuing. What the fuck? That's the point of mods, right? Um, so yeah,
Yeah, I'm
all
gonna rush
traits
him.
are yeah, all right, cool, cool. All traits are arbitrary, bro. Like I don't get how this is an issue. It's not an issue with my view or any view. All traits are literally going to be arbitrary for personhood. There's no objective personhood. Personhood isn't something that's a feature of reality. It's a social construct, right? It has to be arbitrary. You saying that's an issue is a non-response because the definition grants it's non-objective. The fuck? Um, yeah, it's just very simple. Let me time this dick sucking nigga because he's so low tier. Like he literally just sucking his boyfriend cock with fucking extra mustard and shit. Um, but anyway, yeah, that's not an issue. That's a non-issue. So we can move on to P4. Cool. All right. Nice.
Yes, let's please move on. I've addressed everything that you just fucking said. Holy fucking shit, this nigga's horrible. So yeah, just give
Do
me
these
contention to P1, then
do these
move on,
kids
bro.
think talking to
Holy fuck.
themselves makes them rhetorical?
Wait, hold on. You gotta like.
It's like a
No,
self
bro.
amp
Hey,
session.
hey,
What the
I'm
fuck?
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. If we make
Anyway,
a poll right now,
intentionally
nobody's gonna.
P4. Your boyfriends are in here and they're very bad. P4. Wait. Do you want to judge? Do you want to get it? We can have the moderator give his view.
No, I want Tron. God, Tron. All hail Electronics.
No one would agree though. But nice. That's cool. We can have the
Um,
mod give his opinion. That's a part of the rule set of this server too. So he's gonna give a judgment as well.
I don't agree to his
Uh,
judgment. He can give his opinion.
hey,
He
you
can give his opinion.
you agree by entering the server. It's in the server rules.
You didn't
Anyway,
agree by it in the server. My name is Geass. I would have run away. Oh my god, I'm scared of Electronics.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
he just.
Yeah, I mean you can run. He's still gonna give an unbiased opinion. Anyway, intentionally interrupting this inherent causal mechanism, thereby preventing the development of traits, is morally equivalent to destroying a person. I mean that's just not gonna be true. Do we think? For example, a building that's being constructed, is that the same as if you were to stop the building from being constructed? Let's say you put yellow tape, a caution tape, all around the building site and stopped it from being built. Is that the same as blowing up a building? Oh, he can't answer. Damn.
My god.
Okay, wait. If he
Do
can't
you
answer,
want
that's
it to?
fine. I can
Do you want
just
it to
move
be
on.
like?
So
Hold on.
if that's yeah,
Do
okay.
you
Well,
want
that's
it
cool.
to?
Let me finish the argument then. So if we
Please,
know
please,
explicitly blowing up a
please.
building
Can I
is
respond?
wait no no okay, let's mute him. Let's mute him. Okay. So stopping a building from being constructed is not the same as blowing up the building. Just saying that some point in the development being paused, halted, etc., is the same as killing a person more and is morally equivalent. Just is not proven or true. Right? Blowing up a building is not the same as just stopping construction from happening. One is permissible, the other's arson and terrorism. Right? So that's just not true. Um, and then P5, I mean, is going to assume the rest of the premises are true. So if obviously you prove P1 through 4, then P5 would follow. But I mean, I think I've shown the issues. Okay, so we can be done. Let me get him up out of here. God King, what's your view? What's your opinion?
Wait, just let him. Oh, what
Nah,
happened?
we not concluding. No, I didn't agree to conclusions. All right, let's get it.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he addressed what you were saying. I don't think. I mean, it's pretty obvious that he wasn't really tracking what you were saying. Let alone address it. But yeah, I got Geass on that. And if he was in here, I'll debate him on it. But did you
Damn,
kick him?
would you write that? Would you write that out? Yeah, didn't bro? I'm sorry, I hate when people just talk today. So, but yeah, God King gave his opinion. If you want to hear it, you can get
Wait,
up now.
wait. But before I hear that opinion, I just want to address the things. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah, just
I
let
thought he
him
said.
get.
I thought he said, "Let's move on." What the fuck?
no, I did. I most definitely did not say that, bro.
No,
What the
yeah,
fuck?
you moved on. You moved on to this topic, but he wants to address what you just said.
Okay, I thought
Yeah,
he said, "Let's
I
conclude,"
moved on.
but
I
all
moved
right.
on. I moved on to the thing in which
I swear he said, "Let's conclude," but okay, whatever. Maybe I misheard him. Maybe I misheard him. Sure.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, my name is Geass. I'm a bitch. I'm inside him. Yeah. Anyways, bro. Look, that analogy doesn't even fucking fit, bro. Like, okay, so
Hmm?
the first analogy, yes, bro. You're talking about a building or some shit. So the first analogy, right? You were asking me if I think that, for example, a building that's being constructed, if you were to stop the building from being constructed or some shit with an example using yellow tape all around the building or some shit, if that the same as blowing up the building, I don't, I don't really. How the fuck did that attack anything, bro? Dude,
It's an analogy.
a building needs what?
You asked me a question. It's an analogy. That's the attack.
Yeah,
It's an
bro.
analogization.
Bro, it was a rhetorical question, bro. I was supposed to lead this on, bro. I was supposed to lead it on, bro. Chill, bro. It was a rhetorical question. Yeah, so I don't think this attacks anything because obviously I think a building needs builders while a fetus builds itself. So when we talk
Yes.
about buildings, obviously we know that these things are just external. Chill. Buildings require external builders for progress. So if you stop construction, nothing develops further. However, if we talk about an actual fetus with an abortion, fetuses are self-directed organisms. So obviously they will contain like the inherent causal mechanism, right, to progress on their own if interrupted. Right. So when they're talking about abortion, right, we know that abortion doesn't, pause construction. The analogy was so shitty. It destroys the only entity capable of completing development, right? So we'd have to about killing a process versus killing a person, and we'd
Hmm?
also have to talk about the continuity problem. Dude, this is just very fucking trivial. I don't think you've been attacking anything at all, dude. Do you want to conclude, bro?
Wait. Every time he like talks to himself, can we just mute him? Because bro, at this point, half the talk is just, "Oh yeah, I feel like X, Y, and Z." That's not an argument. It's just the nigga talking to himself. Um. But anyway, the major point is, yeah, no, babies aren't self-directed. What the fuck are you talking about? They're cellularly built from processes in their mother's womb, right? They're not directing themselves. If the mother stops feed, for example, the analogy is, and I don't know. Well, I do know how you didn't pick up on it. If you just stopped feeding a baby, it just dies, right? You wouldn't allow for that because that's another form of fetus abortion, right? So if a mother stops giving specific nutrients to a baby, it just dies, right? And that is an external process. A baby can't feed itself. Like how dumb can you be? Um, so none of those processes are purely self-driven. They're explicitly requiring external nutrients and care from the mother. For example, if the mother starts drinking alcohol, it can kill the baby. If you start smoking, it can kill the baby. All external, right? Um, and so the analogy is just if you go up to the building and then stop construction, however you do it, right? You put caution tape, you kick all the workers out. You can
Wow.
do the same thing by stop feeding the baby, stop giving it specific nutrients, or just completely do something that inhibits the baby's growth, which is like smoking, drinking, whatever. And so that is an external movement that isn't self-directed at all. So can you prove the thing you're actually saying, or can we move on?
Oh my god, this nigga's retarded. Yo, put the retard on mute. So obviously, self-directed doesn't mean independent of environment. You fucking retard. So if it means that the
Then
organism
it's
itself
external.
shut the fuck up, bitch. Anyways, if it means that the organism itself contains the internal program and causal mechanisms, which would be the genome, the cell signing, and the differentiation to drive its own development, right? We already know this is very fucking trivial. I don't know how you know don't fucking basic biology. then we could just go on to further say that the mother provides nutrients and environment, but the fetus provides instructions and fucking the capacity to do such. So we have to talk about the differentiation between dependence and agency. This nigga is so ass. This nigga is horrible. So look, all humans have biologically dependent. Well, not have, what the fuck? All humans are biologically dependent at some stage. That's very true. You know this. I don't know why you. If infants rely on caregivers, well, it's not even if, right? Infants rely on caregivers, like the mother, obviously, for food and protection. That doesn't make them not self-directed. You don't know anything about biology, right? The fact that a fetus depends on the mother doesn't erase that it's a distinct organism that's actively orchestrating its own growth. This doesn't attack anything. This is very trivial, but this, bro, do you want to conclude, bro? Bro, do you want to, bro?
Yeah, what you just said, one, you never proved anything I asked you to prove, and then two, that's just not true. I'm going to show you some multiple medical articles that say that isn't true. 1 second. Here's NIH. I can get you Clinic too. 1 second. There's the source. One more. I got some more. Hold up.
Bro, can I just give like a teleology
Let
example?
me
Like,
wait.
let's
No, no, no. He complained about cutting off. Let me finish. I said I was going to give the examples. Then you can respond. Don't get mad because you got debunked and you're retarded, nigga. Be quiet. um, Look. Here's another one. These are all peer reviewed published papers, by the way, from government websites and government clinics. Cool. Okay. All right. Cool. You just got debunked in real time, bitch. All right. Let him go. Let him go.
I got debunked, baby. I got debunked. Debunking my pussy. You debunking me, baby?
Yo, can you debate and stop being a
Yo, you
faggot, bro?
bugging ain't gonna lie.
Bro, like niggas
Yeah,
get
stop
horny in
being
the
gay
middle to
before you get
debate
banned.
and just like lose
Just
effort,
debate,
bro.
bro. Be cordial. Don't do that gay stuff. Stop being
Debunking me,
gay
baby.
before you get banned, bro.
Talking about be cordial.
I'm not gonna lie. Everybody thinks I won so far. So if I get banned, I just win the conversation. But hey, where'd you send it, bro?
He sent it in the debate chat, bro. And debate discussion.
GZ's, is that the end of the debate, guys?
No, no,
Hey,
bro.
man.
Yes. Yes. He just got debunked badly.
Shit, that nigga
The end
said
of the
you got debunked badly, bro.
You
you
debunked me,
debunked me.
Okay. Where the argument? Let's go.
You, you debunked me, baby. Here, look. What is this? Let me look
Wait,
this up.
bro. Hey, nah, folks. Like,
Let me look at this, bro.
I don't think he fuck with that gay shit, bro.
I don't even know what to tell him, bro. Where the fuck did he send it, bro? I think he just lied to me, bro.
it's in the debate channel, nigga. What?
Mouth breathing, bro. What the fuck?
What is this? What does this prove, bro? What does this prove?
I've already
Yo,
explained it
bro,
multiple
stop
times.
breathing so hard.
Hey, wait. We have a 5 minute BOR in the server, so you got a couple minutes left, bro.
I don't know. I got a couple minutes left before I win the debate. Yeah, what does this prove, bro?
I've already explained it multiple times. Why is he asking me that?
I don't think he
I
heard you,
think he's
buddy.
wrong. Yeah, I don't think I heard you, man. Wait, can I give my wait? Can I give my cold teleology
Yeah,
example
I
now?
already responded. I already responded to this. I told you the claim you made was
Yeah,
debunked by
I
these.
didn't even give the example.
What you asked me for my argument? I'm giving it to you. Can you just be quiet and listen?
No, I didn't.
So,
I said, can I give my example? I didn't ask you for an argument. Yeah, what in the world?
yes, you literally said, "What is this trying to prove?" You literally just said that.
Okay. So you want okay? Well, you
Wait,
really
wait,
just told me that you
yo,
said
my, we got a BOR rule in here. If he can't respond, can we just move? Like, he loses the point. Yeah.
But if he
yeah.
thinks
Well,
that, you just
what
didn't
is it?
answer, bro.
One more time, right?
Well, what does it
So if
prove?
you look at
What does it
what I
prove?
sent, it says maternal signals,
I don't
including
want to click on
hormones.
it.
Huh? You don't have to wait, bro. Okay, wait.
Click on it, baby.
What is he doing? Is he trolling because he's losing? Maternal signals, including hormones, nutrients, and biochemical rhythms, play a critical role in coordinating fetal development by interacting through the placenta and directly influencing fetal tissue growth. So that claim you made, the claims you made were debunked. And I sent you government official clinic and websites to demonstrate the peer reviewed published research.
I don't even think that's what it's actually saying, bro. Dude,
Okay,
I
you
think
can
you're
think
just,
what you
dude. I
want
think you're
to. I
just
sent
fucking.
the.
Dude, okay, set proposition. When you say this thing isn't the case, you usually argue for it. Can you please put the monkey on mute? I was just trying to argue for it, bro. Thank you. Look, I don't think this. I don't want to go into a whole tangent. I just want to wrap this up, bro. Dude, um, I think what it's actually trying to portray, if I'm just looking at it first value, it's just saying that the fetus receives like maternal signals, right, via the pestinent and the hormones. I don't really care about that. That help regulate growth and differentiation. Yeah, yeah, I don't care about that, bro. But it's just saying that these external inputs are necessary for proper development, right? Especially early on, the deprivation, right? And they're saying that this can result in defects or even non-viability. I think you're just fucking misconstruing this because obviously I can just give an example, right?
What? It was
Um,
just in what you.
Wait,
external,
chill.
bro,
Let him finish. Let him finish.
I don't think external things like the mother negates the fetus's own internal causal mechanism. Right? The fetus has its own genome, right? Its own cellular differentiation, right? All these things within biology, right? Maternal inputs, yada yada. I don't care. These things are not sufficient by themselves to produce like fetal development from scratch, bro. Like all these things that the mother are given. The whole point is that, bro. Did you not hear what I said earlier, bro? Bro, I just wrote my whole objection earlier. Just attacked this, bro. Bro, we can conclude, bro.
Yeah,
Hey, can we
you
solve
just
my
talked
message
to
in chat?
yourself. This nigga just talked to himself and pretended that was an
Dude,
argument.
inherent
Yeah, it
causal
was in.
mechanism
It was
doesn't
in
need
what.
no external
It was in what
Chill. You
he.
gotta
influence.
let Geass finish too, bro.
Yeah, it was in what he said.
I'm sorry,
He
Bobby.
literally said
I'm
the
sorry. I'm
maternal.
sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry, Daddy. I'm sorry.
All right, bro.
Please
Yeah, I
forgive
just
me.
been getting this, bro.
That's a
Oh,
wait. I could call it auto con on that. That's crazy.
no, yeah, I'm trying to not mute you niggas, but you making it hard, bro. Go ahead.
Yeah, so it's in what you said. So there's a maternal coordination, which means there's an external factor in the driving of tissue development, which is what the person is, right? You don't get a body without tissue, you dumb bitch. So very simply and very clearly in what you read yourself to me, which it one you didn't even read it. You don't really understand what's being communicated. Um, and two, it literally says it directly influences the fetal tissue growth, timing, and differentiation, which is how it grows. So it's not just some purely independent agential um, metric or thing that's occurring just because you say so and have no biological understanding. I sent you the peer reviewed research. Just saying no is not a response because you can't read. Okay, we can move on.
Bro, I just responded to this. Do you even know my response? Dude, I was telling you that external support is not equivalent to the lack of self directed development. Every human organism depends on external factors at every stage of life, you fucking retard. So, obviously, dependency on external support doesn't erase the fact that the organism has an internal program for development. You fucking retard. It's a self organizing, continuous biological system that responds to the fucking maternal inputs. That's why I was trying to give you the teleology example earlier, but you wouldn't shut the fuck up. Holy fucking shit. I've addressed this like 3 times in the fucking argument, and he just hasn't said anything to it. And I gave another interpretation because I thought he was explaining the fucking thing that he said wrongly, bro. I don't even think he was reading that right because he has his head up his fucking ass. Bro, I honestly just want to conclude, bro. Everybody thinks I won, bro. Like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
it's not. It's
Let
in
the
the
fat boy
research.
conclude.
Yeah, it's not in the. Literally, it says it's not purely self-driven. You just read like the base headline. I'll read it for you. Emerging evidence suggests the placenta actively responds to nutritional and metabolic signals from the mother that help it to grow its fetal tissue. Okay, so it isn't purely self-driven. It's a coordination between the mother and the fetus. So you saying it's self-driven with zero evidence, and I've asked you to prove it does not actually demonstrate what you're actually. Wait, he just keep cutting me off.
No, don't beat me, Daddy. Please, I'm sorry. I'm dead ass. No, no, please, Daddy. I'll
Okay,
give
he's
it to
finna
you.
get
I'll
time.
get on my knee. No, don't tie me up.
No,
Okay.
chill.
Yeah, he's time this. But anyway, yeah, no, you just keep repeating that. I've asked you to prove your position. The article and research I've sent simply shows it's not some self-driven thing, but actually a coordinated effort between the mother and the fetus. So just saying it isn't doesn't deny the actual research. That's just called being science illiterate. Okay. All right, we can move on. This nigga sucks. All right.
Now you straight, bro. Straight.
Y'all can
I'm just
conclude
talking with this
now
guy right
if y'all want.
Yeah, no, he just keep
now. I'm
repeating
just gonna.
himself. I don't.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm Mike Tyson. I'm the greatest. I'm God Prince. Mike
You're
Tyson.
not supposed to do it like that.
Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Poppy. All right. Anyways, yeah, I don't
Dumb.
think this is kind of anything. Yes, I'm just gonna give my last thing. I'm just gonna repeat myself because he can't get the point.
Wait,
So
no, no
if
more repeats. What?
wait,
No, no more
no,
repeats. No more repeats now.
okay, wait. Okay, I'll give a new argument. Yeah, I'll give you a new argument. Yeah. I'll give you a new argument. Yeah. Also, put the monkey on mute. I don't want the monkey to overtalk me. The tier 99 ape.
Wait,
Please
if
put him
he
on mute.
repeats,
Thank
Yeah, if he repeat himself, I'll
you.
meet you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna repeat. So, obviously, maternal signals drive tissue differentiation. That's, bro. But I've been saying that that's no different than how environmental conditions shape any organism, and that's why I'm trying to give my teleology example here. Look, if we, or let's just say a seed needs sunlight, soil, and water. Right. However, the causal mechanisms for becoming a tree is inside the seed. That correlates to the mother because the mother provides the necessary conditions, but the fetus itself contains the intrinsic biological blueprint for personhood. Right. So I would just, bro, needing. It's like if I give it, right. But let's conclude, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've like repeated it. I've repeated it. And I just,
yeah. Wait, hold on. Let me give one quick response, then I can just go. Yeah, that's just not that. That,
my name is Geass, my bitch.
bro. Can't keep muting. Yeah, that's just not the argument, right? I agree with you if I was only saying like the mommy fed the baby some, milk or whatever it was. That's not what I'm arguing. That literally is not a response to anything I'm saying. I'm saying it's a coordinated effort. It's not some self-driven thing purely based on genetics. It is a coordinated effort, as it says in the article, as I've read explicitly. You are not understanding, and I've sent you the exact quote from it, from the peer-reviewed research. Just misunderstanding and being illiterate isn't a response. Let's conclude.
I'm not gonna lie, this shit is over with. Geass like won by far. No, I'm the moderator, but still.
Wait, the mod gets a judgment in the server. If you agree and we have a mod, that is the rule. So.
Uh,
I won. You
just
lost.
like just like I told them,
I mean, either
coordination
way, I'm
doesn't.
not gonna lie. Either way, you lost. But like now, you definitely lost.
This nigga love the server rules, bro.
Either way you lost. I don't know who said that. Shut the fuck
Nigga,
up. I've been telling him that
you're the only person here that sounds
coordination
congested.
doesn't erase coordination doesn't erase the fetus's
What?
role.
Hey, you're stuttering, nice.
Yeah, I started, baby. I
yo,
started.
he blocked me,
I
so I can't
started.
time him. Yo, Geass, time that nigga. Should not be
Anyways,
speaking.
Wait,
coordination
now
doesn't.
y'all want me to tie him. This nigga suck cock. He's not a good debater. This was fucking terrible. This nigga's fucking
No, no,
atrocious.
no,
That was
not the
Coordination
debater.
doesn't erase the fetus's
No,
role.
not the debater. I'm talking about
Coordination
I'm
Sonic.
doesn't
not gonna lie,
erase the
DC that
fetus's
nigga. Wait,
role.
ban the rest of these
Coordination
people too.
I'm talking about
huh?
Sonic, bro. He
coordination doesn't erase
interrupting.
the fetus's role.
Wait, no,
Tactics.
he chilling, he
Let's
chilling, bro.
conclude. Let's conclude.
Nice,
Let's
going over
conclude.
thing
Let's
with
conclude
Carter
on the whole
again.
debate. I
Wait,
don't want to debate you
yeah,
anymore.
wait,
I don't
yeah, no,
want to debate you.
wait, hold on. I'm just gonna. Okay, you wait. Gakin, who won that?
I want to
It's pretty
conclude.
obvious
I
it
want to
was Geass.
conclude. It's pretty obvious.
Wait,
I'm a
go
deistic
time out, time
sucker.
out, time out. Ban
No,
him, ban
I'm
him, ban
gonna
him,
be
ban him.
this
Wait,
wasn't
fuck,
even
fuck.
close.
I
You
need
didn't,
time out.
bro. You ain't prove shit,
Let
and you
me
didn't
finish. The nigga
respond to
sounds
half
more
of
annoying than
it.
Blue Marvel.
You going, yeah, you was going to circle, bro. This is a slaughter. It's not even close. I thought it was gonna be more entertaining. I'm gonna be honest.
Bro, this
Really,
nigga
like,
somehow sounds more annoying than fucking Blue
Nah.
Marvel. Can someone ban him?
Mm,
Yo,
wait,
Blue
what?
Marvel, you get him, bro.
I
You get
just
him, Blue
waited.
Marvel.
Wait,
Yo,
what?
who's going to debate? Yo, who going to debate Blue Marvel on verdict, nigga?
Wait, I can't lie. That nigga was trash. All
No,
y'all
yeah,
eaters,
that surprised me. He trash, bro.
all y'all eaters,
And I,
Yeah.
bro. Just chill, bro. Bro. This y'all gotta stop hyping y'all homeboys up to suck dick, bro. Just be real. Just keep
niggas
it a
be
stack, say,
cheerleaders.
bro. Get back in the lab, bro. Just let them know. Get back in the lab, bro.